How y'all doing? This is Michael Arana, the Commander-in-Chief of the Arana Nation. I just want to give a quick shout out to my man, my premier, Doug Ford, because he's done something that I will forever love him for. I don't agree with how he's handling the GM crisis, but when it comes to transportation, Doug Ford, you're still the man. Doug Ford has now made it so that GO trains can go from Oshawa, where I am, all the way down to Niagara Falls. Now, what happened was that when you wanted to go to Niagara Falls and you were before Burlington Station, which is a suburb just outside of Toronto, you'd have to go to Burlington and then get off at Burlington and then get on a bus at Burlington, and the bus would take you all the way down to Niagara Falls. It was a headache. It sucked. Most of the time there'd be traffic on the Queen Elizabeth. I mean, it would just be a mess. And I hate transferring and I hate buses. I prefer trains much better. I'd much prefer if I had my own car, but you know what? I gotta save up for that. But now I can take the train from Oshawa all the way down to Niagara Falls. And I just want to give a quick shout out to my man Doug Ford for that. This was scheduled to happen in 2023, but Doug Ford sped it up. He negotiated with Via Rail and CN and all these people, and now it's happening. Now, the only catch to this is that it's only twice a week. Once early in the morning, and then another time at like 5:15 p.m. So it's like 5:15 a.m. You got to get the train in Niagara Falls and go all the way to Union Station, and further if you so wish. And then at 5:15 p.m. you get this train at Union Station in Toronto, or before. Well, you'd have to get it before 5:15 if you're before Union Station in Toronto, and then you go all the way down to Niagara Falls. So it's only twice a week, but you know what? Hopefully that'll improve in the near future. I know they're planning on making more GO train stations in towns between Niagara Falls and Toronto, one in St. Catharines, one in Grimsby, and on another one. So that's good. I hope they continue doing that. I hope they do that. But I always knew that Doug Ford was going to be the transportation premier, and he's proven that. I will always love him for that. I may not agree with how he's dealing with the GM crisis. I still think we can do something to keep GM here. But when it comes to transportation, you're still the man. This is the Arana Nation.